Welcome back to Pool Party. Today we're in the third generation of consoles and taking a look at the Nintendo Entertainment System. No, I'm not playing Lunar Pool. That feels more like a mini-golf game than billiards. Plus, look at these tables. I wouldn't consider that pool, would you? It's a cool game, but I consider it more of a puzzle game based on billiards than actually billiards. So the game I'm covering today is Side Pocket. Side Pocket was originally an arcade game released by Data East in 1986. It came to the NES the same year. I have the Famicom cartridge and was confused when I saw the Namco logo in the corner. Well, this game was published by Namco in Japan. With the newer hardware, pool games could have more depth and be more precise, and Side Pocket fills that quota. So instead of having stuff like this, we can get these kinds of games. This game, in my opinion, is the first pool game that feels right and controls well. I love the inclusion of this dotted line that shows you where your ball will go. I'm not a fan of having a reticle to move all over the table or any system of movement that feels disconnected from the ball. The more angular geometric approach is overall more fun when it comes to making shots in a game. Of course, you have the option of following, drawing, or hitting the ball right or left, but now you have the option to do a masse shot. Masse shots are where you hit the cue ball at a 40-degree angle and cause it to get air and bounce off the table. So, if you get angry at all in the game, that's always fun. However, sometimes there's a shot you'd want to hit, but one option is too high and the other is too low. That doesn't get too annoying because it rarely happens, but it is a nuisance. But as a whole, I think Data East really did the best they could possibly do with the controls. This game isn't a pool simulation, though. There are definitely some arcadey aspects that are a welcome inclusion to spice up the game. Of course, since this was an arcade game, there are point values and bonuses assigned to different things that can happen, such as pocketing balls in a row or in order, double pocketing, and pocketing all of the balls in a few shots. Stars can also appear in pockets. If you get a ball in one of those, it's a trick shot and that means more points. Zones will also appear in pockets. If you scratch in one of these zones, the table goes dark and its friction is altered. You get to pocket all the remaining balls this way, and it's really fun. I love activating the zone mode and getting a ton of points. You only have a certain amount of shots that you can miss before you get a game over. At the end of each round, there's a bonus trick shot to be made for some extra points. Your main goal is to get to the world class and win the championship. Getting to that goal is very difficult. You pretty much have to have near perfect games and make most of the trick shots. I couldn't get to it for this review because of the rapid pace of this series, but someday, maybe. There's also a neat little training mode that you can use to learn about the different kinds of shots and the geometry of them. And you can also just screw around with a one ball and see what kind of trick shots you can make. Side Pocket on the NES and Famicom is a good pool game. The controls are on point, there are a couple of things for the player to do, and can we talk about the presentation? This game is gorgeous. I love the neon theming and cutscenes in between levels. This game captures that late-night venue aesthetic and does a great job with it. This is a game that I can actually recommend to a wide range of people. It's fun, charming, and has me coming back to it saying, one more game. Just one more game. I can spend hours trying to get farther in the campaign, and losing isn't that discouraging because the gameplay is so tight. It certainly isn't the best pool game. Heck, there are many versions of Side Pocket that were released that are much better than this one. But for NES, you can't do much better than this. So yeah, my Blue Yeti kicked the bucket, and now I have this new Audio-Technica XLR mic that sounds great. No more pops, clicks, and broken gain dials. I hated messing with the software and having to reinstall a bunch of things and troubleshooting, so, I'm glad I have this mic now. I'm finally out of school too, so I have so much more time to work on videos instead of busy work packets requested by angry parents. Come back Friday for more of the Pool Party. Bye!